Just an indictment is now enough to get you fired in Puerto Rico, and ignoring one state's ban the box law is costing employers. We'll have all this and more in today's Screening News Update. If you are indicted for a felony in Puerto Rico, your employer does not have to wait for a verdict if they want to fire you. The case of Edwin Gonzalez Santiago v. Baxter Healthcare went all the way to the Puerto Rico Supreme Court. The plaintiff had been with the company for 15 years when he was indicted on 6 felonies and 1 misdemeanor charge of lewd acts. The company immediately suspended him without pay, even though it took more than a year for the case to end with convictions on all counts. The employee claimed the suspension without pay was the same as being fired before the case was settled. But according to the PRSC, employers do not have to adhere to the innocent until proven guilty standard that's required in the criminal context. Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey is making an example out of companies that do not ban the box. The law was passed back in 2010 as part of the state's criminal record information system reform. Employers were supposed to remove any question about criminal history from their initial job applications, but now, 9 years later, the AG's office found 19 companies violating the law. 2 of the larger employers, Brooks Brothers and DesignWorks, paid a fine and got their applications into compliance. 17 other employers received warnings and have all confirmed that they, too, are now in compliance. The U.S. spends nearly $30 billion a year trying to fight the war on drugs. Now, Wallet Hub has just released a study that shows us which states have the biggest drug problems. The 22 metrics used for the rankings range from drug arrest to overdoses, opioid prescriptions, and the percentage of teens trying illicit drugs. Number 1 on the list is not even a state. Washington, D.C. scored 59.95 out of a possible 100, which puts it securely in the top spot. Rounding out the top 5 are Michigan, Missouri, West Virginia, and Indiana. The states with the smallest problems, at least according to this study, are North Dakota, Kansas, Idaho, Hawaii, and Minnesota. And that's all for today. Be sure to join us every week for more news, and be sure to check out ebiinc.com for more screening information. I'm Jennifer Gladstone. See you next time.